Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure showcase we're going to be looking at the Decepticon Vortex. I've got lots to cover in this video, and what we're going to be looking at is him in both of his modes, him combined up as to form the part of bruticus. There's also a different variant that was released of him that's known, and I'll discuss with you what that is. I'll show you all the weapons that come with him, so if you're looking to complete one you'll know what to look out for, and of course I'll point out things that you need to be aware of if you're after purchasing one yourself. And again, you can see in the background that I'm lucky enough to have a couple of different types of packaging, so we'll have a quick look at them, and especially the artwork on the front and the back of them. Right, let's get started. So I've just said he came out in 1986, as known as Series 3 of the wave of Transformers that were released along the Generation 1 continuity. And he was known as being a Scramble City robot. And for those of you who don't know what that is, it's a cartoon that's running in Japan at the same time. And if I just take the little box here at first, you can see that it says Scramble City in this yellow box there, and of course here as well. And basically what that sort of means is he is a combiner limb to this big robot here, and although he traditionally forms Bruticus's left arm, because of the attachment there, he can either attach to be a leg or his other arm as well. So literally you could obviously scramble up all the parts, hence the name Scramble City. You could even connect him to Motormaster if you wanted to, or indeed one of the Autobots. So he had great playability with regards to that. Some of you may not know that Vortex, he's probably the rarest, and he's definitely one of the most expensive of the combiner limbs out there, and that's mainly due to the fact that he comes with quite a lot of accessories, and he's probably the easiest to be broken, to be fair. So what we've got, and I've deliberately kept them off the robot mode so I can show you them attached in a second. You've got his blaster, which is there. Let me focus it. Perfect. You need that little hole at the top left hand side. It's not going to focus typically, but the little hole in the top left hand side means that you can attach him here to the tab on the inside there. So that's his little blaster, and then he's got the two little guns which fit either side of the back of their helicopter as well. And of course, I know it's really obvious, but they do come off, so you need to make sure that they get the rotor blades as well. So because of the fact that he does have all these abundance of accessories for a little combining robot, as I say, it does make him quite expensive on the secondary market. These do connect all to him, so you can, if you want to, if you've got all of the pieces and you want to keep them all together in loose mode, you can attach. There we go. So there he is. He looks completely overpowered now, but there he is with all of the weapons, and you can, as I say, display him like that without the worry of losing any of them. The known variant, let me show you. If you look at how dull that purple plastic is compared to that, can you see the difference there? I'll bring them closer. So originally they were released with a die-cast chest, and then they released, obviously as a cost-cutting exercise, all the ones subsequently after with plastic chests. So that's the known difference, the known variant that was released at the time of him. He's also one of, as I say, I think there's two other figures that were released at the time with ball and socket joints in the shoulders. So there was him, Blastoff, and Astro Train, and although that's pretty much industry standard in the Transformers world now, it was quite revolutionary at the time. So the things that you need to be aware of: stickers can play a big part. The little tabs on the inside of his arm there, let's see if you can see it. There you go, that little tab there. If you haven't got that little tab, you can't attach the gun to it, and you can see now, there we go, now it's focused. So you need that if you want to display him with his gun. Obviously, as I've mentioned, the rotor blades and that, they can come missing, but also his transformation, not that it's complicated, it can be quite awkward, and I've seen people damage them very easily. And I'm not going to fully transform this guy for you, but I'm going to show you what it is. People, what you need to do, you really need to pull these as far out as you can to enable the transformation. Like now, that's not far enough out, and if I was to pull this down here, it does in fact snap these off quite easily. So that's one of the main reasons why he is as expensive as he is on the secondary market, because he just got damaged so much more easily. But there you go. So it's a great alternate mode as well. There it is. Looks like a lovely attack helicopter there. Really nice, really great figure, to be honest. All of these were, got really good memories of playing with all these when I was a kid. Let's have a look at some of the packaging then. So we've got the original little combiner box. This is the Japanese release, so it's the Takara version. The funny thing with most of my collection is some of the box stuff I haven't even got the Hasbro or the English versions, but there you go. There's one of my favourite battle scenes on the back. Decepticon and Metroplex, but in their other modes. And this is a lovely little box. They tended to do all boxes with the little polystyrene inserts rather than the carded. The carded version that you can see there is from the Classics line, and then that was released in the UK, in European and Australasian markets, and that came out in 1991. This is the Spanish variant, that's why the language is all in Spanish. So there you go, a party of 5 años, so for kids over 5. And if we just spin it around, there's not much going on the back there. You've just got the other team members and the tech spec at the bottom. But these are still quite good, the gold cards. They're quite unique, as I say, as to where they were released. So I've already mentioned here's Bruticus's left arm, but he could be any of the other limbs. The thing I've just forgot, sorry, I'm coming back to it now. You also need to be aware of having tight joints with him, because if he's very loose, he won't stand up at all, and neither will the arms. The arms will just flop around, and these here as well, the legs, they'll stop him from standing up straight and he'll fall over quite easily. This one here is quite loose, you'll see. He just flails around a little bit. So this is the box set, the Japanese box set, and again you can see it says Scramble City, and if I flip it around the back you can see much more. Yeah, there we go. There's that lovely battle scene again at the time, so you can see Magnus in the background, and then there's Metroplex and Decepticon again. So like I said, he was released in 1986, very popular, still popular nowadays. I mean, the amount of times that he's been re-released, especially Bruticus. He obviously had the I think it was the Fall of Cybertron computer game where they made a Bruticus. They've obviously used him again for Combiner Wars. He actually was re-released really close by in Generation 2 as well, so he's had an absolute abundance of reissues and remakes, but that's due to how popular he is, and of course how popular Bruticus is. So for the people who had this when they were younger, I hope it brought back lots of nice memories. For the people who are collecting Transformers right now and didn't get to see many Generation 1 figures, this is where all your Generations figures have came from and originated from. So I hope it was educational for you, and if everybody else, yeah, just hope you enjoyed it. Take care, like and subscribe for more, please.